Carthage must be destroyed. We're going to do a painting vlog here. We're going to show you guys what I have been working on these days. I got two projects here, and the last time I did a vlog, I believe I was talking about these guys here. So I have fully painted and completed, except for the bases, these Agincourt French infantrymen. And I think they turned out great. I'll just show you guys here how they look. I just need to do the bases on them, and then they're essentially done. I still have some varnish work I'll do eventually. And yeah, these guys are supposed to be for Lion Rampant, although, you know, when I paint I can use them for whatever I want. These are going to be what I call expert infantrymen. And in Lion Rampant, or maybe I think they're veterans now, experts, I forget the name. But they're essentially supposed to be professionals that are a little above the heavier troops. They're not just like the regular spear and shield troops. They actually have better equipment and are heavier, so they fight a bit better than your average heavy infantryman. I really like this guy, how he turned out. You can see here, he's got almost like a watermelon in blue and white on his head there, and he's got the split hose there on either side. I think he turned out great. This guy I based off of one of the guys in the Perry book, actually. Tried to make it a similar pose and paint it similarly, and I think they turned out really well. I still have to do 5 more of these guys to finish a full unit of 12 if I follow the Lion Rampant method, but you know, for now 5 is good. There's another one. This is, again, I took some art from the Perry book and tried to emulate it in my own style. So I think those all turned out great. I also did, I'll show him last, I also did a standard bearer with, he's got a rather long pike here. The pike will have a flag that matches his uniform here, or his tunic there. But he'll be one of the flag banners. He's gonna have quite a big flag, actually. And, you know, they didn't use flags like that in this time of, in these times, in these eras. But I don't care. I think it'll look cool. He'll stand out really well. I also did a named character. This is a De Craon. I don't know how to say their last names in French. The Craon family. And you can see here that I went to town on the diamonds and the like. Apologies for the dog in the background there. I went to town with the diamonds and the like here, the checkers. And I think from the distance it looks really visually pleasing. I think I'm going to give him a heater shield as well. So it's going to have a coat of arms on it. I'm not sure if I'll just copy the same checkerboard looking effect, or if I'll do some lions and stuff. Well, I'll show you guys later when I get to it, after I'm done the basing. But that's essentially it for the next, I guess, Agincourt guys. I'm still going to be working on guys. Like I said, this unit still needs 5 more of these lads. And then I need to get to doing some other guys. Like I want to do some crossbowmen and some handgunners and archers, a whole bunch of different things. And slowly over time we'll get there. And the other thing now is, you can see in the background on the left here, I've already started another project, but I've been building some Greeks because Hail Caesar 2 came out, and I want to work on another project coming out, and it involves Greeks here. So I started painting some Greeks, and before I show you guys the painted ones here, I'll just show you guys here. These are, you know, I did an unboxing on these Greeks just not too long ago. This is an example of one built up here. And he's got the sword there sticking out instead of the spear. My only issue with that box that I was sharing is that there's not enough, how do you say, vertical standing spears. So, you know, when you get these guys back here, you can see him here, he's holding his spear like that, but the kit itself doesn't have enough of these arms that sit with the spear standing. Instead, they've got a lot of like the horizontal ones where they're jabbing down. And actually, this guy here, his hand is supposed to be, you know, his spear's actually supposed to be pointing downwards, but I just positioned it in this way to have it standing vertical. I don't want them to have like a jabbing or a stabbing pose. So instead I kind of altered this one to be, you know, with the spear facing towards the sky. I just want them to be orderly and in fashion, look like they're marching. And then, you know, the odd guy that I can't do that with, I'll just give him a sword, and he'll be kind of like the odd guy out. Maybe he lost his spear or something. Or maybe, you know, on some guys I'll make them a musician. Like I got a musician here who's got a sword out, and he'll be in the back row with his trumpet there. But yeah, those guys turned out really well. They look great. Something else I did with that box set is that it was the Theban guys, right? The guys from Thebes and stuff. It's supposed to be based off of the Sacred Band and forgive my pronouncing, the Boeotian. I can't pronounce that, but basically think of the Sacred Bands. And this guy here is basically the whole kit, right? He's got the right kind of helmet. He's got the plume from the kit. He's got the special blue drape here. You can see I'm still working on these. I did all the base coats, but I have to do touch-ups on these guys now. But what I've done is I've taken those parts and put them together, like this guy here, or this rather colorful lad back here. He also, with his linothorax there, he's got the same kind of kit, and these guys can be made direct from the kit itself, from that box I did. But I didn't just want to make them all the same. They're meant to be mercenary hoplites and stuff. So I've also included other helmets. This helmet here is from the Victrix unarmored hoplite kit. I used to have them, but I ended up getting rid of them. But I had some leftover heads. So some of the guys are going to use the unarmored hoplite. And it's, they're called unarmored hoplites, but they all still have helmets. They just don't have body armor. But yeah, I put some of those helmets in there just for variation. And I think they look perfectly fine along with the, the helmets that came with the box kit. I've also taken to, I want to focus on the later parts of the Greco Carthaginian Wars, or the Greco-Punic Wars rather. So I've taken some Attic helmets and some other Hellenistic style helmets from the Carthage set and put them on there as well. So some of these heads actually come from the Carthaginian lot of guys, but they still work on the other Victrix hoplites. So I just want them to have some alternative heads mixed in the unit, not to have all the same kind of the helmet like the other guys. And then I did the same thing with the archers here. I haven't started painting archers, but I'm going to have a whole bunch of different units eventually. Projects are slow, they'll come out. I put this guy together. I don't know if he's going to be like an archer from Crete or something. Maybe he's just a light infantry archer or something I make up. But again, I took some of the unarmored hoplite helmets, put them on the archers' heads instead, just to give them some variation. I got some different guys with different straw hats, different helmets and stuff like that. But so yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. You'll see a lot more, I think, Hail Caesar stuff coming out. I'm really excited for Hail Caesar 2, of course. So I thought I'd get back into it. Maybe do some more, eventually get into the, the Sand Knights. I got half of a division done of that I need to still do. And I got to redo a bunch of Romans as well, right? But for now, and for the next upcoming projects, I'm going to do some Greeks for the Greco-Punic Wars that I want to do. So that's all I want to say. That's all I want to talk about today. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Remember, Carthage must be destroyed. Bye-bye.